9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I am here. We are here. The patch is here. My video on Bustthenet gaming is also coming out soon. Yeah. Meanwhile, don't forget, we have we also play Fantasy Football Manager right now. You pick your team, and you pick 4 players. The link will be coming on the stream later. Not just yet, but I'll share the link with you. So all you got to do is just click on the link and then choose your players that will be in the fantasy football team. The players are from my squad. So basically what you do is you end up picking 3 or 4 players and then it goes from there, right? So it'll just, there are more features will be added. Clates has mentioned it. But before we dive into everything else, yeah, there will be a video coming on Bustthenet Gaming later. It's still kind of processing at the moment. If I check right now, oh no, let me check. I have to make sure that I am on the right tab. Yeah, it's still processing because it's 4K. The videos, 4K videos tend to take a bit longer. Yeah, so yeah. So I'm doing well, man. Maximovic, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, you guys on YouTube probably can't take part in the Fantasy FM because it's basically a Twitch thing. But never mind, we shall definitely be going in. So here we go. There we go. That's the table as it stands for fantasy football. So you can choose your players. The link should be in chat right now. So all you got to do is use that link. Oh, speaking of which, I have to turn it on myself. I forgot to do that bit. Yeah, I have to do that bit. Right? So maybe the key is different today, man. I forgot I needed to do that. Okay. This should be fun. Because I kind of forgot my own password. Yeah, I forgot my password. What can I say? It happens. I remember yesterday at time, right? I went and actually created the whole thing. There we go. This one should come in here. I see. Yeah, I didn't bring my phone. That's the problem. The issue is it's all on my phone. And I didn't come into the street today carrying my phone with me. My kids wanted to like, Daddy, can we use your phone for a while? I go like, okay, cool. Then next thing you know, I'm like, oh God, now I've got to change things. Wait a minute. Oh. Please don't tell me to go and get my phone. Damn it, I knew it. I knew it. He's gonna ask me to go and use my phone. Me and my idiocy, you know. Yeah, there it is. Okay, finally. It's quite these kind of things. I'm an old man. You know, all these young men toys. We gotta take some time to, you know. I didn't think that the whole thing would have forgotten my password. Why do I have to set up a session again? That means if I set up a session, I have to do the overlay again. Damn it, the overlay is there. Why do I have to keep logging in and logging out? Yeah. That's the thing. It's got. I have to do the whole thing all over again. I've already. Okay, look, guys, I'm gonna put this on hold for now because I don't want to redo everything all over again, right? So the setup should have been in there, and I have to redo it all over again. And I don't like to redo it all over again. Yeah. So today there will not be any fantasy football because if I have to redo it all over again, it's kind of like a bit. Why would I? Unless the website expects me. Unless Clays expects me to stay logged in. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just ignore that for now. So no fantasy football today until I figure this out, right? Okay, we want to talk about the patch. Okay, so let's no fantasy football today. It slows the streams a lot. Does it? Wow, I didn't know that. It slows the streams a lot, then I'm going to not be using it. I don't like the streams to slow down. Yeah, if it does slow the stream, I mean, I like it, but if it's, yeah, it does slow the stream because the games don't progress as fast, right? But let's dive into the patch. Okay, that's the whole goal today. I'll figure this fantasy, FM fantasy. I'll send Clates a message or join in on his Discord and ask him whether or not I have to restart every time. Because if I have to restart every time, then I can't be doing this before every stream because the overlay is already showing the table, right? So therefore, definitely somewhere it's happening. But yeah. Anyway, that's for another day. Okay, so we've got this new patch that is dropped, content update is dropped, right? So let's go through it. Now, the skin I'm using is the MNB NCOS's MNB skin. So if you're wondering where you're gonna get that from, it's basically here. You go to Scout, FM Scout, you'll find this skin called FM26 MNB skin 1.06 by NCOS. Now, when you install the skin, you basically overwrite all the older files if you are familiar. But if it's the first time you're doing it, my recommendation is to back up the entire folder that you're doing. The instructions are there. You just have to go to FM Scout, follow the instructions, you'll find. It's not very complicated. Right? It's not something that you have to spend a lot of hours doing and figuring it out. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. Okay, now what are my overall impressions? There's a video coming out. It's uploading it's actually processing at the moment on YouTube. I've actually played a game already. I played against Leicester, and my impressions for those TLDR people. What do I think? Good changes. All right. No match engine changes. Definitely not. I mean, I don't expect any match engine changes because there is a World Cup update coming, and that's going to be next month, right? Makes sense because that's when the teams get finalized. So there's no point SI putting out World Cup update and then after having to know another data update later. 2, I'm expecting it to be standalone too. So it shouldn't be affecting your save. Which means it's a mode of play very much like PvP was. So it could be a sandbox version of the whole World Cup experience. And I think that's a great idea. I don't think it's something that the World Cup, the whole World Cup experience, right? I don't think a lot of us actually jump into the World Cup and have fun in the World Cup because there's nothing to do in between. So to have an entirely sandbox version might make sense, but naturally, the career of a football manager has its peaks and troughs, right? You take a job, you try to qualify, so you don't make it through, somebody else gives you a job. So that side of the game, maybe incorporate it into the main game and then allow us to, when it's time for the World Cup, the other module kicks in. So I think SI are trying to find a way to do it because it makes sense to make it a standalone PvP, like a la PvP. So I'm not saying it's going to be PvP, but it will allow PvP players to treat that as a mode of play as well. So we'll see how it goes. But I saw conjecture on my end. Nobody's told me anything. And I think the World Cup content update makes sense logically for it not to be happening now. It will happen in April. I saw your video from yesterday's stream. Gerard from FM Marina is actually Nap. Really? He is? Gerard is Nap. Okay, good. I thought Gerard was another person, no? Yeah. I was like quite angry that somebody called Gerard was taking Nap's tactics. I was like, who the hell is taking his tactics, man? I didn't know Gerard was. I didn't know Gerard was Nap. So if Nap is Gerard, then my apologies. But then I didn't know. Why didn't you put yourself Nap then? I was like, what the hell, man? Who the hell is this Gerard taking Nap's tactics and doesn't have an audacity to rename the tactics? So because it's happened to me, so I was thinking it might have happened to him. But I think with a person like Nap, right? And there's a part of me that was thinking it's most likely Gerard is Nap, but I was like, I rather defer to not knowing, assuming that somebody else is taking his fine name. Anyway, coming back to this, let's talk about the game itself, right? Okay, so if you go, the big change they said is the new page for squad youth players. So if you go to youth players, actually it just blew things up. Yeah, so if you come in here, there are some nice changes where you can actually, I've already done them. I don't know if I've done the under 18s. Yeah, you got that. There we go, like this. It's good enough to be moved to the under 21 squad, but needs under 18s playing time too. Now, I could take this and they can do it themselves. I can move him, and then after that, let's let them worry about what he wants to do. So you see, move to under 21s. Nice, comfortable, easy. Okay, what about training? Training, of course, is like this with no tactic now. Right? If you notice, there's no tactic. There used to be a tactic here, I think. The individual, this is the team training. So it's still, I'm not doing training. Okay, so, but I've noticed one thing. The speed is very fast now. Yeah, it's very fast. You go in here, muscle, boom, 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 boom. Look at that. It's very fast. The response time is excellent. So from a UI point of view, right, this is actually very nice. Right, I'm not doing any other tactics. So UI point of view is very nice. Okay, let's assume I'm creating a new schedule, right? Come in here. This is still the issue. By point of view, we got custom schedules. We got them loaded already. See that? Very fast. So I've got several custom schedules that just popped in. I've never been here, so it just popped in. I was like, whoa, that's nice. Okay. All right. Notice I didn't load anything. There was no, before I started, there was no schedule here. Right. Come in here. Custom schedule. Boom. Popped in. Something has changed. These are like quality of life changes, I guess. So now we're going to create a new schedule. Let's create a new schedule. Just for the fun of it, right? So we create this new schedule. Give it, you have to do it this way. So if we call it Gerard Day. Gerard Day. Okay, we call it Gerard Day. Let's call it Gerard Day. And let's just call it, we put in, the thing I don't like now is that, the thing is here, right? I wish there's right click here, but they don't put it. So we come inside here, then we will come in here, then we go match like this. Put one time, no colors as well, so it's very boring. No colors anywhere. There's only one green, so we put another one here just for the fun of it. Okay, match like this. Okay, put it there. Bam. Okay, done. Now we save the schedule. Okay. Okay, makes sense, right? To save the schedule, right? So it's safe. You assume it's safe, right? Okay, let's continue. Because I mean, I want to play like a new player, right? Safe. There's no confirmation message, nothing. Okay. All right, we go in because we are assuming that it worked on this. Okay, we're assuming. Okay. Someone's saying they were saying the same. Okay. All right. Cool. It's all right. Okay. So we go back to training again. So go to, were we in the youth training? Right? Youth setup. Let's go back to youth overview, which is how we got to training, right? So, wherever that was, under 18s. Oh, bugger that, man. Let's just go training. The individual training. Let's just come in here. I mean, youth training. We go to youth training. Don't be an idiot, Adalji. Just don't be lazy. Okay, all right. So we go youth setup, overview. Do they have training here? No, they don't. Oh, you're bloody idiots. Put it there, lah. Okay. Why you make life so difficult for people? You put it here, and then you put youth setup. Then you gotta go to youth training, right? You gotta like jump around hoops again. You see that? Yeah. So in that sense, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. So we come in here now. We go youth training. Now where's the training now? It's gone. Okay. Let's go to here. Now suddenly you got training. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because you went under 21s. But under 21s to show under 21 training. You go under 18s. You got under 18s training, right? So yeah, basically you gotta go to the squad that you're playing with. All right. Let's go back in here. Remember the schedule you just created? Customs, right? Custom schedules. Bang. Gerard Day. That is a huge QL for a lot of people. Massive quality. Because now you save, it just appears. You go the next day, it comes in, right? So last time you had to do the save, go, basically go around the camel's ass and come back, right? So now you don't have to go around the camel's ass anymore. I think Miles took my camel's ass joke badly this year. Okay. So I'm not apologizing if I meant it intentionally. You should never apologize if you mean something intentionally. All right. Okay. So we've done that. So what else do we want to check? Oh yeah, copy paste. I don't think we can. We can only hope so. We can only hope for so much. So we got yeah. No, I can't. We're not allowed to take. So there's a change. There is definitely a quality of life change. Quality of life change here. Is it enough for me to want to do this? Not really. Okay, so I'm not bothering because this year, honestly, if you want to play the game fast, trading is something you want to avoid because there is no gain. The gain is like minuscule. 1% improvement in attributes. What you want to spend 5 hours? Maybe okay. If you played FM for 100 hours, right? You want to spend 5 of those hours on something that gives you 0.1% or 1% gain. Why? What are you doing, man? Min-max your game. I rather not. Yeah, well, immersion? Oh, great. Yeah. If this gives you immersion, congratulations. You enjoy the game. You enjoy certain aspects of the game more than me. Okay, so I'm not going there. So this is okay, I guess. Yeah, not too bad. Navigation is not bad, but I guess show you something that's really impressed me, okay? It's on a video later, but I actually discovered it accidentally because the video is going out. Video is processing, taking longer than expected. Yeah, damn it. No, what happens when you're gonna have 4K video coming out, right? 4K video. Okay. In all its bloody glory, you see my face. Okay. So go to detail. Audio, no audio visual. I think, yeah, it's here. Okay, so I think it's here. Look at this, man. We can choose folder. Location, you can choose your folder. I created, you have to create a folder. Basically, ideal way is to create a folder. Okay. My advice is go create a folder. So I've got this now FM26 root. So what's happened is create a root folder here. Now question is, what's going to happen in this root folder, right? I don't know yet. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. So this is a location to save all your files to. Okay. So let's go save the file. Save game as. Okay. Local. Browse. D. See D opens up, right? Okay, D. All right, so you can DE. Okay, good. Where's my root? Where's my FM26 root? There we go. FM26 root. Okay, what is it? Save. Why doesn't it highlight? Select a save to display information. I said save what? Okay, so much for the excitement. Okay, so much for my excitement. Yeah, so much for excitement. Browse, root. What's this folder? What does symbol mean? What does this symbol go up? Is it? Oh, up one directory. Okay. All right. Save. Cannot save. What am I supposed to do? Poppa, the code. No, doesn't work. Okay. All right. So save game as. No, I cannot save game as, right? So let's save the game itself, right? So save game. See whether it goes there. Yeah. Heavens to Murgatroids. This is annoying me. Okay, all right. All right, now we come inside here. Load game. Load game. Load game. Now we go to local. No, local. Browse. D. It doesn't show up. So it's nice. It's a nice thing there. It doesn't really work. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really work. So all my initial excitement just evaporated. Yeah. Good. I don't know. No time to go and find out now. It's a nice idea. Finally they have it, but it's not working. I think that in the part where you load the week's workouts, there could be a kind of preview. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the map. They don't have a preview, so you don't even know what the schedule does, right? In fact, the UI is so terrible in training. I don't want to go there because every time I go there, I just get angst. I just get a lot of angst. So I decided I'm never going there ever again. So I'm never going there because there's too much angst in the UI. So other than that, we've got overall. I mean, I noticed one thing. Look at that. It's fast. It's very smooth. I mean, maybe it's my rig. I never had problems before. So it's quite smooth. Yeah, it's very smooth. I think it's maybe preparation for future patches. They just put it there so that it's easier later. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good. It's a good thing to have. It's good. At least we know it's going in that direction. All right. So now we're gonna do is we're gonna go to match day, right? Because that's what we do. Okay. We don't play. We don't hang around for anything. I want to show you something. The bigger change. The change that made me very happy. So happy. So happy. Now we don't have crosses equals passes anymore. We got cross percentage and pass percentage. Attacking cross percentage, attacking pass percentage, which is even better. Because now they're talking about the final phase, final third phase. So so they don't give us a raw numbers, but at least, from an attacking point of view, we can see how they do in terms of cross conversion. However, having said that, the numbers are there. I love it. Okay, there's only one small issue with this. My cross conversions are still 40%. They're not 70% like in real life or 18% like in real life. No, dudes, I'm doing 40%. Some of the AI teams are doing 30%. It doesn't happen in real life. By the game of Football Manager, as we all know, the world is, like that. So we have to accept it. I mean, look, if you look at the patch notes right now, staff don't have unknown personalities. Staff don't have unknown personalities. You know how bizarre that it sounds to me? I mean, staff should have unknown personalities. You mean to say in the game right now, it knows. So if I were to go like, I know the personality of this guy in Guam. I've never been to Guam. I know nobody in Guam, but I know his personality. His personality is professional. He's a model citizen in Guam. How is that even realistic? So I was like, huh? You got this as a change? Man, you're taking this game to really ridiculous, unrealistic levels, okay? All right, fine if player personalities are unknown. Yeah, I agree with that, but how the... No. Look, if you don't have country knowledge, you should not know that star's personality. So my argument is this: unless you have country knowledge of Guam, that means your scouts have gone there. Your scouts unlock the country knowledge, therefore you unlock the personalities of the coaches there. Then I agree. Okay? Other than that, you should stay on. Look at that, man. It's too easy. Because it makes a big difference for you to know your star's personality, because it makes the game damn easy. Okay, all right, let's go to match. Okay, let's pick our players. I think Endoy is injured. I'll just quick pick. Okay, I'll show you a new way of playing the game. Endoy, I thought you were injured. Look at that. You see this a quick pick, right? Injury, the AI still picks him. See, so that's another major no-no for me. The game should recognize the fact that a player is injured and you're not picking him. Okay, but it doesn't do that. So in McAtee, you become fullback. Such is my ridiculousness right now. McAtee has got absolutely no business being a wingback. Yeah. But hey, man, we're playing Football Manager. Maybe I should play Jota Silva. Welcome back, Jota. Why? Going back. Yes, I am likely to do a lot of crazy things when I play. Now, you want to watch the second most craziest thing I'm about to do. Okay, let's go to match. Okay, all right. The pace in SI Studios 2 years to launch a broken software. I mean, it's not just that. Like, they got a lot of projects, right? And to be fair, right, it's not like they are a studio with 100,000 people or 1,000, 2,000 people. They're a very small studio with less than 100 staff. Yeah, so... And that's not counting the researchers. Yeah. So I'm not making apologies for them. That's why they outsource some of their stuff. Now, when they outsource some of their stuff, naturally you expect, things never to go wrong, right, the way you want it to be. Oh, Manchester City, guys. You know how I play these games now? Like that. Okay, so we go on commentary mode. You can't change anything else. Because I like this. You see, this is your what we call pitch tilt in Football Manager. So it shows you where all the game is being played. The game is all being played in our half. Right? We cannot get out our own half. Just tells me that I cannot get out my own half. For the last couple of minutes, I've been under a lot of pressure. Yeah, so what we're going to do, because I'm under pressure, okay, out of possessions, we are still doing this. But I'm going to up the tempo a lot more. Okay. and then we're gonna pass into space. We're not gonna do pitch. We're not working ball into box because we cannot. We don't have the time on the ball. Okay. So then we have dribbling, attacking with, attacking transition. Where's pass into space? Huh? Pass reception. There we go. Okay. All right. I like playing like this. Actually, you're watching a style of play where I just use this to tell me what to do. Whether or not it's the right thing to do, I mean, we are playing Man City. I don't expect to win. Okay. But looking at this, right? I'm just looking at this. And I'm not even bothering to read this because it's going to give me dementia. So I'm just looking at this. All right, then we can also look at, like here, this is my chances created, right? So this guy he's gotten into one goal scoring position. Then if I turn to this, Matthias Nunes has got into goal scoring position, Savinho. So basically, both their fullbacks have gotten into goal scoring positions. There we go. Sorry, no. Where's Nunes playing? He has gotten into goal scoring positions. And who's the other one? The other one is Savinho. So both of them, I mean, there are three of them, but we only have one Højbjerg. So our box-to-box midfielder has gotten into that kind of position. Not positive is not my friend. Gotta go cautious. I either play cautious or I play. I'll either play cautious or attacking if I want my passes to be more direct. Now you see what has happened. Just now I was here, right? Now it's a bit more of a swing game, no? Because now I'm taking chances. So there are times when my pitch tilt has moved into this area, which tells me, okay, all right, I might be defending a bit deeper now, but I'm getting the ball up the pitch. I might want to change some of my roles if I wanted to be played safe. I'll probably move two of my roles into DM roles instead of playing a box-to-box midfielder. But the way I'm set up my tactic, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go and just enjoy myself. Like, yeah, I know, but it can't. Yeah, but honestly, say it out loudly. You shouldn't have access to. You shouldn't know what the personality of a coach in Guam is. If you're a coach from China. You're a football manager from China playing the game, you know the personality of a coach in Guam. Makes no sense. Yeah. So look at the game now, right? Okay. It's become one game where, there's a lot of action now. We are pressing, so we are defending as well, but we are pressing up the pitch. Yeah. So I use pitch tilt a lot, no. I mean, I like, this is one of the best, this single-handedly is the best feature in the game. Yeah, for me, I know people are just gonna, what the hell? He's just looking at the red and blue line, but this tells me what the action is happening. Like, if you watch the game and you watch 2D highlights or 3D highlights, can you actually tell where the action is happening? Most of the action, no, right? Yeah, you get one highlight and there, wow, you got a shot on goal. But this tells me where this. Most of the time, we are playing a midfield. We're not playing a midfield block. We're playing a high press with a standard defensive line. So I don't want my back line to be too high up the pitch, right? So we're doing okay, I guess, in terms of how we are defending, but they are still getting a lot of chances. Match events, what's this page? Match day info, I'm not interested. Where's a match? No, there are match tests. Why can't you just put this up there? I have to look here, there, for everywhere. Okay, shots on target 1. Yeah, we're defending reasonably. We haven't really created much. It explains that Højbjerg is the only one. Okay, what I can do next is play for set pieces. Okay, because that's our strength. We're the masters of the set piece. Okay, so I think it's in possession, right? Play for set piece. Look, seriously, I don't know this UI. I don't like this UI. Okay, where is play for set piece? Bypass, dribbling, passing, play, whether is it? Keep ball and play for set pieces. I'm be honest with you guys. How did they make it look like this? What, the whole game or this pitch tilt? Pitch tilt is in the game. But the UI is UNCOS. And this is MNB skin. And the color is because I'm using this. Otherwise, the game will look like this. Terribly blue. I don't like blue. I like green. So, ting, ting, safer, warmer colors. More sexy. And the colors look bright. Okay. Alright, okay, so we've had 11 shots. So now time for me to not berate my team. I don't want to berate my team. So we're doing quite well. We're pressing quite hard. Look at them. Now they're in my half, no? Right? Ever since I started playing for set pieces, right? But look at this. Yeah, they did that. Savinho spread. Just not Savinho to chase after the ball, no, because he's defending. But yeah, I don't expect to win this game. But good. We are down the pitch still. Coming towards the end now, they're fighting for something. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to berate my team. Okay, they scored a goal, City. What to do? Such is life. Yeah. I berated my team, they shipped the goal. Okay, fair enough. Why? They only scored a goal from outside the area. They couldn't beat me behind the lines, but they got one. That I can accept. Yeah, I can accept that. That's from outside the area. Okay, so now we're gonna jack it up. Right? So now I'm gonna play attacking mentality. Okay, attacking mentality means everything just shifted up. Right, so we are gonna see it now. You looking at there will be. I hope we take more risks. We're playing for set pieces and passing into space. So I don't mind passing into space. Look at where I'm spending most of my time, right, in my half. The pitch, this pitch is pitch tilt. It's in the game itself. Yeah. You play on commentary mode. I'm playing on commentary mode. You have to play on commentary mode for the pitch tilt to show. That means you're not playing it on key highlights. I got a penalty. Enough is enough. No need to get excited. We don't know watch. So 3D replays. We don't watch in 3D. So sometimes I'm playing the game like this. You want to see how I really play the game? This is it. High speed. I know I can't beat them. I don't have the players to beat them. Right? I don't even have a wing backs right now. My bot sold all my wing backs. I'm left with Nico Williams only in the club. So looking at the players, Omari Hutchinson has been forced to play as a wingback because Endoye, who's playing as a wingback too, basically play badly. Jota Silva also first time playing as a wingback. Both of them are like, what the hell? Morgan Gibbs at 6.2. Yeah. They are used to pressing with greater aggression than they currently are. They've been pressed. So what, you want me to play high up the pitch? No thanks. Yeah, okay, we managed to get one goal back. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So this is how I expected to score goals. Yeah, no work ball into box. Yeah, I don't play work ball into box when I'm the weaker side. Never do. So we got 2-1. Hey, not too bad. 2-1. I'm happy with the performance. Imagine what would happen if we had good players or we had wingbacks. We don't have wingbacks. Wingers are playing as wingbacks. It's okay. Address the team. Not to be lah. That's all I can ask for. Yeah. Simple way of playing the game. So if you wanted to, you can also do this. But the colors you see on my screen has got nothing to do with the MNB skin. This is what it will look like without this. It will be blue. Now it is green. I use reshade a lot for this game. Because reshade is not difficult to do. It's quite easy. It's up to you, what color palette you want. But I recommend not doing on the skin. The skin is just a byproduct. If you want to test the reshade, do it on match day so that the colors on the pitch make you happy. Then whatever else is what is a result of that, because it applies it to the whole game, not just to the pitch. Arsenal beat Crystal Palace 5-1, Luton 5-1, Bournemouth beat West Ham. QPR lost to Middlesbrough, Port Vale, Newcastle. This is FA Cup results. In the league, we play FA Cup, so that means it doesn't change anything on the league table, guys. Oh, I forgot. That was the Emirates FA Cup 5th round. I don't mind. I thought it was the league. Oh, let them go on, man. We are fighting for Europe. So we're still there. We got 2 games. We got 3 games in hand, guys, over Chelsea. Okay, 1 game in hand over the ones chasing us, right? 45, we don't talk about what potential points we get. Again, that's not the way to approach this. All right, Andre Costa has compiled a team report on Brighton. Okay, no thanks. Okay, so now we go in. So overall, I think, right, I like the changes. No, the changes are okay. The speed, I find the speed is quite there. Now, it looks quite responsive. I also noticed another thing, right? The short while I've been playing, there's no, looking at the transitions between screens, right? Okay. Right, there is no jump cut so far, because there was one time there was a flash frame. So in editing, when you have a flash frame, is a leftover frame from somewhere else, and you went to some new scene. There's another picture in the middle. So they had that issue in some of these transitions, because not every single page transitions the same way. Some are fades or some are cuts. Like that's what we just saw was a fade into a black apparently. So we still have a problem there. So it faded into black, baby. Okay, so we are doing well. Yeah, we're doing well. Now we don't know. I don't know who the bot is gonna have around next season. So I'm not the sort that's gonna worry about my players, my trading anymore. No, so I just go in there and play. It's like playing roll the dice all the time. Murillo is playing in midfield. What happened to Calvin Phillips, man? Is he injured? That's why I like to play like this. So they always give me a surprise. No lah, Højbjerg. Why Murillo? My assistant manager thinks Højbjerg is going through a bad spell. I mean, he did play poorly in the last 2 games. So. Do you think that they didn't make any match engine changes? No match engine changes. So no nerfing. Okay, no nerfing, don't worry. I'm still the same. They haven't. There were no match. Godspurs, how are you, man? There were no match engine changes. I mean, can you say for the first time they're calling us favorite? Look at the new match ball. Do you see the new match ball? There, new match ball. This is the new match ball. It's a nice looking ball, no? That's a new match ball. Nice. Because I want to make it easier for people to see the ball. Because it was too white before. So they made it a bit more green. Because previously some of the screens were too white, remember? So that's one of the reasons why I'm using reshade. So reshade makes the colors richer. SI is very bad at graphic optimization in this game. I don't think they have the experience to do it for 3D. Okay, this is my graphic optimization. Oh, Brighton have scored. Damn it. They really strung a lot of passes, man, in my half. Oh, this is lovely. Look at the turn. Oh, shout. Berate. Play on commentary mode. Hey, old school way of playing. Any person who played are you in the FM this thing already? No, they're not in, but I haven't put it in. Yeah, FM Fantasy. I haven't put the fan today because I had to redo the whole thing again. So I want to ask Clays, but why do I have to redo it all over again? Oh. Hey, second goal! Oi, this is too much, man. So what is happening here? What is happening? I'm not even looking at formations anymore. Yeah, they are doing well. Look at that, man. They're playing well. So we're gonna go to attacking, skip. Second goal. No, let's look at their formation. No, that's our formation. Let's look at their formation, right? What are they playing? 4-2-3-1 inverted winger. I don't want to make changes based on formation anymore. Right? It's too much. Wing back, DLP, DM. So we are attacking that space that this guy. Oh, I know what to do. I don't know whether it's the right thing to do, but we're just gonna go center forward, center forward, center forward. All three. Attack all of them. Attack the space now. Look at yo-yo game, boy. We are spending a lot of time defending. So this is like if you have a problem with if you're traveling, okay. If you're traveling, right, this is how you end up playing the game. You got no time to sit down, right? Well, you're gonna wait for your flight. This is how we all used to play the game. This is what CM0304 was like. Yeah, we always staring at the thing like this and going like, wow. So what we would have was not this flashing thing. So what would be like this? See? So you can actually read the script. So you want to read the script on this mode, what you gotta do is do this. Match with your highlights, you gotta drop it down so you can read this. You can read it. Yeah. So this is what it was like. Actually, the speed was somewhere around here last time. Yeah, it was this. It was like that. exactly like this. This was the speed it was at. But we don't do it anymore, right? So instructions. I want to pass into space. I think our formation, right? Jai Kunya, Batola, no wonder lah. I let the S-man decide who should be playing where. Big mistake. You have to play your best defender in the center. Always. I never play a defender with poor agility in the center, even though he has good jumping reach. You always play the one with the best jumping reach and basically the best agility. If you can't find one with the best jumping reach, let's say, then you should settle for 16. 16. But he has to have agility. He has to be able to take on the play. So anticipation, concentration should be good. Well, we lost. We conceded another goal. Brighton all over for us. I can accept this. No? I'm fine with it. We lose. That's how you play on this mode. But here, look at the data, right? So now we can see data. Okay, I like this one now. So are we creating any chances? Progressive passes getting out the pitch, right? All of them getting out the pitch. But in terms of this, now we don't have this nonsense anymore. Last time all got chances. Okay, stats. Get to goal scoring positions. Michael has gotten himself goal. Nico Williams has gotten himself the goal scoring position. And Doye is also. But I think what's our problem right now is that we are not. We should try. I think we are in trouble. We lost the game already. The loss of the two wingers is going to be painful for me because we lost two wing backs, basically wingers. That's painful. So I haven't had a replacement for those two. They didn't sign anybody. They were looking at Zalewski. And now I'm playing Ndoye, who's actually a striker, who was my option number 2 in a lot of matches. So I could rotate my strike force so that I could break teams down. Now I can't rotate my strike force. I'm down to those players in front. So looking at my entire squad, I'm down to the 11 players I have. And I just have to, hope that, I'm literally playing Football Manager, play the tactic and put a team in. If they don't win, move on to the next game, which is a bit disappointing. So what I end up doing is doing this instant result. Go boom. Take the result and just move on. I think in terms of the UI, I think it's better. But trading, if you're into youth development and all that, I wouldn't bother. Yeah. But I like the whole, hey, Nottingham Forest came back from 2 goals down after I left the stadium. It's 2-2. Morgan Gisler and Michael scoring. Apparently they needed me to walk away. They didn't want me to see them score goals. So I like playing like this now. I just put in the tactic, go run. Okay, finish, done, quick. The speed at which I'm playing reminds me of the old days. No, I can finish one season in 5 hours, 4 hours if I put my mind to it. Just sit down, boom, entire season. Okay. All right. So rested. Now next game, right? So this is how I play. This is great for people, right? Like I have a challenge. My challenge is I cannot make any signings. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Basically can't do anything, right? So I'm just playing with the 11 and I'm putting them on the pitch and going with it. Now I've lost my wingers. My wingbacks are gone. There's nothing for me to change. I can't really change tactics now because there's no point. If I change tactics now, I got to relearn. It's more like going through all the ropes all over again. So we'll just go towards the end of the season and see what happens. So that's what I like about this save now. It's more like, can I make the players that I have perform well? And we have done well. We went from relegation contenders to management wanting to reassess my targets this year. You're like, hey, you're doing very well, so let's talk about your targets. I think you're over delivering at the moment. So we need to line you up next year. What is all this? Did you see that blank messages? Or Nottingham Forest now play Man City. Our record against them, I wonder what our record is. Our record against Man City is okay, I guess. Man City, we last season 7-5. We beat them 7-5 at home. And we lost 3-0 and 5-1. So most of the time we lose. But this game was a massive outlier. But we had Cubano and Williams and Savona in the team. So I had strong wingbacks. Now I don't have wingbacks anymore. So, and I could do that, allow me to change my composition in front. Now I can't change my composition in front anymore. I have to play whoever I get on the day. So Ndoye now, Hutchinson, Kalimuendo, Morgan Gibbs White. Now we're going to have Michael. I like Michael. Michael's got the ability. So we'll put Michael on the pitch. Morgan Gibbs White will be playing from this right side. Ndoye, Hoiberg needs to be rested. Well, no luck. No, there's no rest for the wicked. I would not underlap a tactics without wingers. Underlap is just widest player holding up the ball looking for inside runs. Yeah, that's it. They got nothing to do with wingers. It's just the widest player looking for inside runs. That's it. That's the definition of underlap, and that's how it works. Yeah. There's no such thing as nothing works. I would not do this, I would not do that. Yeah, the match engine is there for you to play with, man. Underlaps are fantastic. Is the game worth it now? Depends. Different people, different strokes, no. I see changing between menus is like, it's not that bad. I don't find it, I don't really notice it being laggy. Yeah. You want it to be liquid smooth. I mean, I don't think any game is liquid smooth when it comes to this UI. But the game in itself is fine. I mean, I enjoy it. So now I'm going to go all the way so I can speed up this game. Yeah. Jai Kunia again. See, what I don't like is the S-Man always making these decisions, putting him in the center. Then we start losing games. Let me check. I think my mistake just now was I did this, right? I went in from the wrong. They're in possession. No wonder we lost this now. Because this wasn't changed. So they kept swapping. Yeah. They kept swapping. That was my mistake in the earlier game. No, we might still lose. That card, I even know it doesn't cut the AVP potential. It does to some extent, but I don't want him to run forward and hold up the ball all the time. So he runs forward, he looks for an inside right, plays the pass, and then after that he carries on running. Somebody else is going to run for him, right? You got to think of underlaps like overlaps, but the flip opposite. That's it. So what do you think he's going to do? If he sees somebody on the inside running, he's going to give him the ball, right? Because he's looking for the underlap from the inside fella. Then after that, the guy gets the ball. What's he going to do then? He's going to look for the play, the free pass, right? Underlap, just go forward. That's how it works. This game is not rocket science. Don't overcomplicate the game. Do not overcomplicate this game. This game is very simple at its core. It's all about players and controlling this line. If you can control this line, you win the game. Yeah, that's the diagonal ladder you have to control. If you can control the diagonal ladder, you win the game. If you can't, then you're in trouble. Because controlling a diagonal ladder allows you to play your diagonals. It's something to do with relativism. Now, so you have players like that having a bad game, so you got to look out and see why they do that, right? So you got to dive into the game and start watching your key highlights. But I want to go to the end of the season. I want to get my next team going. So this is actually the way I play the game now. I prefer it like this. Sometimes I will go into the game like this kind of game, right? So it's a really tough game. Maybe I want to feel like a tactical genius. Then I'll just come in and like, okay, what can I do? Then I go for tension. But why? I'm so old. I might get a heart attack watching my team play, right? This Nottingham Forest, no, not some world-class Real Madrid team. The very fact that we are at this level playing with this kind of football, I'm quite surprised already. Yeah. And they score a goal. You see what I mean? So why go through all the pressure? So let's do this. Corny commentary. Enjoy yourself. Okay. Skip. Hey, Stilts. How are you, man? So sometimes like this, boom, instant result. The game, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are, for me, right, I enjoy the game like this. No stress game. Enjoy. Yeah. See how well I can do. Because my game is really only during that period of time where I get new players. That small window, right, where I get new players, I come with a new tactic, and I go with that. So, oh my God. Man City, Nottingham Forest beat Man City. I left the stadium all upset with my players. I say, you are playing like dog shit. We beat them 7-5 last season. Come on. What can you do for me? So I've got this attitude now when I play the game. It's like, I'm upset with my team. I storm out. I go out, I leave the stadium. And that's it. I throw my frozen water bottle. Now I throw the frozen water bottle and walking away. So it's all about the game. Maybe like, you want to have fun? I have fun. Yeah, I have fun. 2 goals from Endoy. Let's go and watch the highlights, man. Now I want to see the highlights. Hey. Let's watch the highlights. Huh? Goals. Let's see what happened in this game. What did these boys do, man? My cross completion percentage, 33 now. 33%. It's your aura. You came last. Sticked. You showed up. We won. Okay, sorry. What's happening here? Match speed during highlights. Okay, they have a new one. Now match speed during highlights. Is that the one or during replay? Yeah, must be. They follow the same logic, I guess. Match speed during replay. Yeah, here we go. Rodri. This is their second goal, right? They whipped it out wide to Savinho. So it did, and then he went, this is when they scored, no? Rodri from outside the area, is it? Oh, they scored from here, then we stupid too dumb. And Endoy trying to be a wing back. Yeah, like Morgan Gibbs, what the hell are you doing? And John Stones to Mateus Nunes, and that's it. We got opened up like a cheap day in a red light district. Oh my God, this is terrible, man. Yeah, that's all I said. Nico Williams to throw in. You thought you could pressure me, right? Okay, all right. Morato, look at our boys, man. Murillo, what a pass to Michael. Holy cow, Murillo's pass. They clear the danger. Morato with a header back to Bertola. He finds Jai. Jai to Endoy. Endoy to Morgan Gibbs White. And it's a cutback for Kelly Muendo. Marinakis, he's more scary than you. Let's sit up a place where you're more scared. I think so. I left the stadium because they don't have a hit squad coming. Hey, we are the best at short corner routines, sir. I tell you, I don't want to see how many goals I scored from short corner routines this season. Short corner routines are broken. Is it a match engine flaw? Not my problem. SI is going to fix it, not me. I don't care. Some people say, shouldn't be play short corner routine. That's the usual baloney I hear from the community, Because sometimes, right, when you start scoring, you're playing meta setup. What is a meta setup? You shouldn't be using short corners. It's broken. I'm like, dude, seriously, it's a game. Get with it. Get with the program. You don't play it or don't play it, your choice. Okay? Even if any game I would have gone for a short corner routine. Okay? Because that's how I want teams to play in real life. Oh. Dear Lord, we beat them. Yeah, baby. 3-2. I wasn't even in the stadium. They don't have end up eaten. So let's want to see the stats, right? Okay. Want to see the stats. So we got stages. Maybe stats are here. Where are stats? Why can't you put the stats on the same page as stages? It makes sense, right? Right, yeah, you put here stats. Why you don't want to show stats? Minimize table, maybe the bottom. There we go. Team stats. Okay. So let's look at the attacking stats, right? I want to see corners. Goals per game. Hey, not bad. 2.43. Arsenal 2.9. We are 2.43. Second most lethal attack in the league. Expected goals over performance. This literally means my XG to goals ratio, right? Is one of the highest. So it means you take the goals XG. That means we are more bang for buck when it comes to attempts. Yeah, so we finish off all the more chances than we should be doing. So we're kind of overperforming at the moment. We're more so than this team. But what I would look for is this. This basically tells me how many goal scoring chances I'm creating, right? In the sense, expected goals are getting my players to goal scoring position. So 72, 57, not that fantastic. So it means that the guys who are putting in their chances, they're doing really, really well. Okay. All right. Not penalty expected goals, basically out of open play. How good are we at finding creating chances? Okay, 56.35. You notice this is the first time I'm coming this entire season of Football Manager 26. Goals from corners. Apparently, I score a lot of goals from corners, but only rank 7. It feels like I'm scoring from every single game, right? In every game I've played, there's been a goal from a corner or short corner. But this tells me it's only 7. So what I think is happening is when the opposition team come out of their half and there's a reset, of course it becomes open play. Goes from indirect free kicks, maybe it's a statistics thing. Pass completion ratio, no, who's interested? Nobody's interested. Okay. All right. Final third passes, how often are you in the final third? So we are playing a standard defensive line. So this is expected. I want 22. Yeah. I'm never in their third. I'm more in the halfway line. I want you to come attack me after I attack you. So, PPD, hey, let's check this out. Yeah. Apparently, all these streams don't like to come out and play. I wouldn't say I don't like to come out and play. I play from midfield. I don't have I have standard defensive line, not low defensive line and low block. I'm playing a high press. Yeah, so there's something off with this. I always believe there's something off with this. Haters lost per game. Hey, tell you, Nottingham Forest 18.3, not bad. We're playing well. My plan is not to play a low block. I'm playing a standard defensive line and a high press. So I'm playing I'm doing my press at halfway. That's why you see the pitch tilt where I am. If it's too deep, I'm in trouble. So normally I'm playing in the center of the park. Chelsea beat Liverpool. Oh my lordy. This is looking interesting, the Carabao Cup. Arsenal still top of the table in mind. So I like this skin. I do. I like the MNB skin. My favorite skin right now. It makes me want to play the game because it's comfortable. And they got this beautiful background. I never wanted to change. Right. I love the background. The background is absolutely soothing on my eyes. It's so soothing. And there's no jarring colors for me. Yeah, so I like it. I like the fact that it's not jarring. It's not like screaming, oh my God, don't play me. Guys, we're 7th, no? We are 7th. Okay? West Ham have a game over us, but we are still far away. Look, I don't think we're going to get to Europe. If we do get to Europe, it has been an amazing journey for a team that I didn't pick. I have wanted to play a 3-4-3. It was the first tactic I created for FM24. And now I want to use it again. Yeah. But it's not difficult. The reason why I play a 3-4-3 is not because it's meta and all the bullshit. It's because it gives me my ladder. So essentially what happens is, if this is a football pitch, right? Okay, this screen is a football pitch, right? So essentially what I have is one defender here, and one defender here. So there are 3 defenders at the back, right? Okay. I can do that with a back four as well. But in a back 5, what I can do is I can push these guys high, but still protect the flanks. In a back 4, I'm using fullbacks for that. So now when this defender comes here, I'm looking at a line extending all the way up to here where there is another channel player. So that when the channel player goes up, this becomes my ladder. Okay. So players have to be able to move the ball along the ladder to get it to him. Or reverse the ladder this way to this guy. Okay. And then to do that, to move the ball up, right, you also need diamonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds here. 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds here. And then 1 more diamond at the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 diamonds. So essentially what I'm looking at is 5 channels to be occupied by players at all times. In the center, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at all of them, there will be 5 players in every channel. But the moving part is going to be the box-to-box midfielders moving up. Same concept as the one I did with the tactic last year. Joey Goes Crazy. Yeah. Joey Goes Crazy was using a 4-2-3-1, right? This year I'm using a 3-4-3. Because I wanted to use a 3-4-3. I want to use a 3-4-3, really. I like the idea of the 3-4-3 because the 3-4-3 is also very strong. But the problem with the 3-4-3 has always been in Football Manager 24 was the wing backs could never get high up the pitch. They can't. They would be so defensive, right? This year they made the wing backs quite proactive. They get them high up the pitch and everybody's happy, including me, which means I can play my 3-4-3 again. There is the tactic, right? If I wanted to do it like Scramjet, it would be different. With Scramjet was more like there's a holding player and one guy in front. So I got my diamond in. With Scramjet, I got my diamond this way. So I got a diamond like this, right? And I have my diamonds on the side and my diamonds on the side. But those days, I wasn't thinking of the ladder. I was just thinking of simple diamonds. So my tactics have evolved since then. So, and plus we got this OOP shape that I have to worry about. So you see my ladder is this way. And I get my diagonality. So if I'm going to copy this, how can I copy this? I'm going to create a new slot, create a new tactic. Okay, alright, whatever, lah, you know, whatever. Do I need to create? I just have to load, right? What do I have to create? I'm such an idiot. Okay, maybe I'll go forward one day. Next season, you finish at the top 3. We'll see. I'm happy wherever we finish. As long as I get a chance to do all kinds of crazy. Okay, continue. Apparently, I'm not allowed to touch my tactics anymore. Style, we play Tottenham Hotspur. I got Spur. Your team has always been very kind to me. I don't think we've lost to Tottenham Hotspur yet. Yeah, we haven't lost to Chelsea. We lost. We lost to Chelsea already. Yeah, we got Chelsea got their win finally. And they finally defeated us after so many seasons of trying. Because we have won 3 of our last games. Hey, tactics cannot go, no? Finally. I'm forced to choose a tactical style, you idiot. Whatever lah, you take. Doesn't matter. Load. Interesting. Oh yeah, sorry. This is I can't browse. These are all your tactics, no? Gosh, shit. I forgot to delete all your tactics. Never mind, so cannot. I have to clear the slot. That's the only problem with this load tactic. I can't do this, but I think I can look at copy tactic. Yeah, can copy the previous tactic. Okay, that's news. Yeah, that's new. Okay, all right. So, what if I wanted to do it like the old system? This guy has to go for. This guy has to come for. That's only dangerous. They cannot now. This guarantees me this guy going up and this guy going up guarantee me my diamond. So I get the diamond from here and I get the diamond from here. And I get my step ladder because these guys always staggered. I shouldn't change it. I shouldn't change it because I got the stagger in this tactic already. What I wanted to do was do this. Channel forward here and then this guy center forward. This would be slightly akin to what I was doing many years ago. Because last time also the guy in the middle will attack. So this guy will go all the way through the middle. So they are both going through the middle now. Same principle. Endoy and Williams, we got Højbjerg back, so play Højbjerg for Murillo. Murillo is such a good game. Basically, Murillo has to come in. Morato go in the center, Bertola. Okay, shucks. Okay. Let's go. Luckily, I haven't changed anything. Okay, alright, so Murillo comes here. Alright, okay, that's it. Calvin Phillips on the bench for this guy. Okay. And we are away. Overall, I think the match engine has issues when it comes to short corners. Okay, that's no denying it for me. The data side of the game, I'm not very impressed with. The game, should you buy it? If you're the sort of person that can ignore youth development and training, then buy it. You'll have fun. If you're the sort of person that wants youth development desperately, you want to be able to manage the youth, then don't. I mean, for me, there's not much. I don't really notice I know people are saying it's jerky and all that. I don't really notice it. Yeah, there's a bit of that, but that's not because of the UI. That's because of the frames, the way they go from one module to another module. So you get the jump. Yeah. And it's also the background is different. So I get that. So I don't expect the game to be perfect out of the gate. No. And the problem is SI, they've got a high benchmark now. Okay, here we go. Another one of those games. I think watch it on key. Enough of this. Match. You guys came here to watch a stream and watch some football highlights. Not one guy doing what he's doing right now. Match we doing is 1.5. Okay. So we got Morato, Murillo, Alto Bertola. Nico Williams does well. What a ball. Okay, now we have to defend Xavi Simons. Romelu Lukaku is playing for Spurs, guys. Lukaku and Mason Mount. Lukaku is playing us. No, I don't need. I don't want to do a ladder progression. I can get a ladder progression. Then on the other side, then you're going to have another. You can't play a box-to-box midfielder, both of them. Because box-to-box midfielder is also going up the pitch, right? And when you play two, they don't always go up together. You can watch that. There's a stagger. If not, I wouldn't have done it. There's a stagger between the two. Because it all starts the goalkeeper. See, the stagger already started. So this guy, so this is a goal. This is a defender, right? So you still get a stagger here. There's a stagger. Right? So there's a stagger already. So you can't have a stagger. So it's not a problem. There we go. One line down the center. It's not a problem. It is not a problem. Then after that, when you switch the ball, when the ball goes here, I'm going to look for another line down this way. Yeah, to form. Then after that, when the line forms, I'm fine with it. Yeah. So we can control the game. Then all I have to worry about is whether the players, I can get my diamonds going. And I'm playing at a very high clip on this game. So that's the only problem right now. But I can tell you one thing, all the theory in the world is useless. Okay. At the end of the day, right, it's the game still gravitates around what? Players. Yeah. You can come up with all the funky theory you want, no. But if you don't have the players to pull it off, there's no point. Just go ask Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Arne Slot, all that. They can do really well with one team and then completely collapse with another. Why? Because the players aren't right for it. So this is a great little way of playing the game now for me. I've got this rigid now style. But remember that we were not playing anything but a tactical system that would suit the team that I had, right? So in the end, Nottingham Forest had to play a 3-4-3. Why? Because it suited the players that they had. We have Morgan Gibbs-White, who is very good at creating and finding the back of the net. Then we had Ndoye, who's really good on the flanks, pushing the flanks. Then we had Nico Williams, who's a decent, good fullback. They had Murillo, Morato, Jaye, Camo. There's some solid defenders. When I first started, they had three very good midfielders. So it was a 3-4-3 waiting to be played, not a 4-3-3. Because a 4-3-3, man, I need more defensive midfielders. Here I only need two, so it's okay. Not coming here to Napoli training, they want to exclude from the squad. Because Lukaku, what, real Lukaku is it? Or your game Lukaku? Which one is it? Look at that, man. We're off. We're doing well. We're winnings. We are winnings. Today, the stream won't be very long because I wanted to focus on the patches. Because there's another video going on. Yep. Okay. And it's going public. The other video has gone live on Bustthenet Gaming. Yeah. I mean, I am disappointed that one. I mean, yeah, I tried it first time. The save's not really that good. You can't save it yet, so I think it's a feature that's gonna come. So yeah, that's the only thing on the video that's not right now. I was so excited in the video. Oh my god, I finally got the save. I can put it where I want, and then I can't play the game. It doesn't really work. Okay, here we go. Ndoye. So then we got a ladder again, but you can't see the ladder when you're playing 3D. But my head now again, I kind of see it with the rolls. See, every time I got the ball, look at that. This is what I'm looking for. See, now when we attack this way, this guy is anchoring. So we're going this way, he's going to anchor. So if I go this way, somebody here will anchor. That's what I'm looking for. So you see, look at what happened. This is what relativism, relationism is all about. When we attack this way, this guy is going to lock himself into that position. Okay, he will lock himself into that position. So he's going to protect the flank as well. So all I need now is somebody to go here. So there's a lot of roaming in my tactic as well. I didn't add roaming, but the roles, right, they all switch positions. Nice. So I don't know who's going to be where. And I can tell you one thing, the match engine cannot handle it. It's code that the match engine is allowing, right? So it's obviously somebody coded the match engine. And I tell you something, right? The guru of the match engine is living somewhere in the Scandinavia. So some of the people at work probably don't really totally understand the match engine themselves. And there are very few people out there who have spoken to the god of the match engine, which they cannot ever change. So they can add features, but it's a reiteration of a reiteration of a reiteration of a reiteration of an engine that was made many years ago. So there are features that they've added to them. They've added features, splices, but the fundamental core of the match engine is still the same. The calculations that happen depend on the distance of the ball, okay, the player from the ball. So if let's say if the ball is in the final third, right? The guys around the ball are making millions of calculations, but the guy at the back is making only thousands of calculations. There's a lot of implications for this, no? It tells you that the match engine is completely event-based, meaning if you're attacking, ignore defensive attributes. They're not important right now. Okay, the only attributes at that point in time that matter are the attacking attributes. So wherever your ball is, that's how the game is going to reflect it. So this is the other thing that you have to bear in mind. But never mind, I'm too old for this. Cross 20%, not bad. Nottingham Forest have done it to Spurs yet again. Yeah, thank you, Spurs. You always make us feel good. And we are moving up the ladder of life. It feels good being a Forest fan. It feels good, man. Lukaku, real life, there you go. I think he's saving himself a World Cup. He's probably afraid if he goes back to Napoli, someone's going to break his leg. He's going to miss the World Cup. Yeah, World Cup coming. It's coming. Look at the table, guys. On 31 points, the race for Europe has heated up. Now somebody has to join the party. Nottingham Forest. We have lost 11 games this season. We have but look at our win rate, man. 16. We don't often draw. I got this whole Manchester United Alex Ferguson philosophy. I have this Alex Ferguson philosophy. I've always had it, ever since I played football. It's not about the draw. I go in to play games to win or lose. I don't play to draw. Okay? All right, I want to win them. If I win them, it's 3 points. If I lose 3 points. But if I draw, I wasted 2 points. Okay. What's the difference between wasting 2 points and losing, right? No, to me, it's not different. Because if I can win them, we can close the gap. So we close the gap, man. We have closed the gap. But look at our number of goals we scored. Against we could say 63. Among all the teams at the top, right, the team that conceded the most goals is Nottingham Forest. 63. We play exciting football. You come to my stadium, I guarantee you goals. We also score a lot of goals. The team that scores the most goals, second most goals, is Nottingham Forest. We concede 63. Man, you can't deny that we are the most entertaining team in England. It's all about the entertainment factor, guys. It's not. This is not my best tactic. You want to make this tactic better? There's a way to do it. It's a lot more stable. This is all out, go and have fun. Yeah, there's a way to make it a lot more stable. Yeah. And you'll get very good results with the tactic. So much so that you can go on holiday mode. But I don't want to do that. I want to make it fun, and I want to make it fun. I want to make it unpredictable. I want the game to be alive. Right? How English teams are doing in Europe? How many are still in the champion? I don't know. Let it happen. What changed the new patch? Basically, the new patch is quality of life, Baraka. Very quality of life. My video has gone out on Bustthenet Gaming. It's live now. I tell you what changed. I give you a whole change list. I cover the change list, and I give you my impressions of playing the game. Okay, so essentially, for me, I think in terms of the changes, right? Okay, this is how I think. The changes of the game, quality of life, mostly. Yeah. There are no match engine changes. There's no new feature in the game. People are plenty of people are going to probably be upset. But there are small changes and there's some hints of things to come as well. But I think a lot of its stability issues as well. I found that the game is okay. It's still playable. But it still does make me tired. It does. Considering the fact, I don't know why, but Football Manager makes my eyes get tired very, very fast. Yeah. Because I think that there's about this game and this lighting. It's always done it for me. So, yeah. Would I buy the game still? No. I wouldn't. I'll try the demo out. If I were you guys, go and try the demo out. If you like it, good. Because the demo will be updated, right? So, go try a demo out. Is it worth playing? It depends on your perspective. I'm not gonna knock all those people who don't like the game, and I'm not gonna knock all those people who like the game. I can only talk on my own behalf. I enjoy the game for what it is. It is a game, not a realistic simulation of world football. So you can take elements and ideas, but the moment you take elements and ideas from the real world of football, you apply them to Football Manager, the game can't handle it. That's the problem for the match engine. Is the match engine, does this make the match engine worse than 24? No, 24 also couldn't do that. I mean, you take real world tactics, you blend them together, you take some of the concepts, you put them into the game and you approach them. If you're really good at knowing where players are going half the time, then you will blow the match engine away. Simple as. So as far as I'm concerned, the changes, mostly 90% quality of life changes. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, guys, well, thank you. No, there's no national team. There will not be a national team patch. It will only come in April. Because the national teams have not been announced yet. So how can they put a patch out if the national teams haven't been announced by the countries? And you don't even know who's going to be... we don't have finalized the groups have not been finalized. Even though we know where Australia is going to be playing, right? Or Japan is going to be playing. I think there's still one more game to be played on the 31st, right? So 31st of March is the final qualifier. And once that qualifier goes in, that's when the final groups will be determined. And that's the only time SI can realistically get it out. And I don't think it's coming out on 31st of March. I think it'll be out in April. Yeah, I think it'll be out in April. So, yeah. The national team patch, it's not a patch, it's a content update. It's a new feature altogether. And I don't expect it to be safe game compatible. You probably have to, if it's going to be in the game, it's not going to be safe game compatible. So might as well enjoy this safe if you want. Or it could be a standalone feature that you play in Football Manager that takes you to the World Cup with its own branding and looks and colors and maybe even videos. There may even be a sexy girl that wants to interview. I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Maybe Miles will be putting himself in the game as a potential person that interviews you. This is Miles Jacobson reporting to you live from SITV. What are your chances at the World Cup? Could happen. Never know. I mean, the thing is, they will never do that. But if I were the designer of this game, don't put it past me. I'm a man who loves humor. So I want to thank everybody for coming to today's stream. There's a video out on Bustthenet Gaming channel. I got to go and put my kids to sleep. Today's video was a bit late because today's stream was a bit late because I had to, get all this done. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow for more of the same. Football Manager 26. See you. Take care. Have a good rest of the day ahead. I couldn't even get that right. Good rest of the day ahead. What dumb bloody English is that, man?